So I did 8 lessons and then off I went.
Fair
God,
play.
I know.
Insane.
It was so much fun. And in the airport, I met Jeff Goldblum and had a pint with him.
Stop.
So it was really random.
Hello and welcome to episode 10 of the Green Room podcast, brought to you by the Try Channel. My name is Seán Connolly and I will be on hosting duties today, and with me are two brilliant guests. The wonderful, the fabulous Lolsy Byrne Ciara O'Doherty.
Oh,
Hello, how you getting
Do we
on,
clap for
guys?
ourselves? Is that weird?
Yeah, you can clap for yourself.
Perfect.
Yeah, you can have a little clap.
Snaps.
I've heard there's been issues with the studio audience. They've been a bit quiet at times and there hasn't been clapping.
Yeah, it's disgraceful.
Put that in as a bed.
No, you wouldn't. No, you know, I think we need to start giving out gifts to everyone in the audience.
Could be ghosts.
Could be ghosts.
Yeah.
Ghost gifts.
Ghost
Ghost gifts.
I would love like a ghost themed podcast. Yeah, like spooky stories, paranormal activities, you know, weird,
Ooh.
freaky things.
Yeah.
That would be great. Like after hours
Well,
for Patreon.
we did actually do an episode recently, you know, with UFO alien themed. Maybe next time you guys are on, we can do ghosts.
Brilliant.
There you go.
I'm in for
That would be fun.
So yeah, welcome, guys. This is your first time on the Green Room.
I
the
know,
podcast.
it's quite
Oh,
exciting.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
We've been waiting a while for this.
Yeah.
We saw those couches a while ago. We were
It's
like,
been
"Ooh."
on the cards. We've been putting things together, and finally we're here. We did it. Success. People keep commenting. There's a lot of comments about surprise about legs. That's a huge
I
thing.
know. I didn't know what to wear today.
We have them. You got the legs
Yeah.
out. We appreciate. Give the people watching on video what they want.
Absolutely.
Short legs.
Stunning.
Yeah, I mean, myself and Darren and some others, we've been getting slagged about our pasty legs.
They say that they love our skin, and then when we show it, they get a bit offended
Yeah.
that they're like, "Oh, is she unwell?" And you're like, "No, this is literally
what my
just
skin
my
is."
skin."
There's no
Like
winning.
my legs aren't white. They are dappled purple.
I'm
Like,
also
that's,
dappled,
you
and then
know-
I wear like a little bit of fake tan, shock horror, but like I am very dappled and very freckly. So
Yeah.
like my sister is like milky pale.
Yeah.
I wish I could be that kind of
Alabaster,
vibe.
yeah.
Alabaster. I'm not. No, I'm not that. I'm like a prawn.
I'm
all the
corned
colors.
beef. I'm fully corned beef.
Yeah.
Like,
What meats and are we today?
Hazlitt.
Yeah. So guys, what we normally do when we kick off these episodes is we have a little segment where we just ask, "What's news with you?"
Just saying that, like,
You've been gardening up a
I've been
storm.
gardening.
Nice. Okay.
I've been gardening. I've been tearing apart
Yeah, she's been.
the lawn.
That's what they call the cool people say. Smoking weed is gardening.
Oh God.
No, maybe
Ah,
she has,
there you
but she
go.
actually means like gardening.
It's one of
Honest to
those
God.
podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
not cool enough to. I can't handle it in any form.
Yeah.
And every time I have partaken before, thought I was going to shit my pants.
Fair.
So, but
Fair.
actual gardening,
It's stunning.
I've been strimming my little arms off 3 days, 3 entire days.
No, it's so
it took.
true.
My
Mhm.
hips are purple.
Yeah.
My arms are very sore, covered in bites, all because I'm a little bit too short for my strimmers.
No.
Would you go out in like some pleaser heels, you know, like a platform just to kind of,
Oh yeah.
you know, like a really comfy, maybe they'll do like a gardening platform just to give you an extra.
A little lift.
Yes.
With some polka dot Daisy Dukes or something like
Yeah.
that.
It's not quite the like Zen, you know, kind of like helpful mindfulness.
No, it's not mindful
version of-
gardening.
yeah.
It's me just swearing at the garden and being like, another blackberry vine. I'm buying a goat. Ah!
Do you know, they're actually, goats are brilliant for clearing.
Yeah,
They're
but
unbelievable.
I Googled this
We
because
should
I was
please
like,
get goats.
you can rent goats.
Yes,
in
you
Ireland.
can.
They're flipping booked up till 2028.
Oh my god.
They'll
the
send
goats,
in
sorry, the goats are booked.
They're
Yeah,
booked
flat
up till
out.
Goats as a
hottest ticket
species.
in town.
Yeah.
But they're unreal. So you'll get like what, like 50, 60 of them, and they will clear an
2.
area.
You get 2 of them.
Oh,
They'll
that's
just-
true. I'm thinking of like, I don't know, acres and acres and acres, but they do. They're amazing.
60 goats in my
Yeah.
garden.
They're
Just be like,
stunning. They'd eat everything, including like the house foundation.
Yeah,
the skirting
exactly.
board.
So, Kira, how about yourself? What have you been up to? What's
your
news
news?
with you?
I have also been trying to garden. I've started growing my own veg, and
Okay.
like I'd never done any gardening before. So like classic me was like, we'll just now have like 6 raised beds. I'm growing every veg you could imagine with varying levels of success. I'm like trying to look at different ways of like fucking, what is it, like stabilizing tomato plants. It's all gone a bit hectic, but it is very fun. It's supposed to be mindful and like to relax me, but I don't know if it does. It definitely does.
does, but the plants are dramatic.
They are.
You watch it and they're like, I'm beautiful. And then the next day they're like, I'm thirsty.
It's so true. They're very needy. Whereas like the weeds are just like, I'll thrive here.
Yeah.
But I did in the last couple of weeks, I learned how to horse ride in like 3.5 weeks. So that was quite fun because I went on.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was quite, well, I would say it definitely was stressful. My friend Jodie works as a content creator, and basically she had said to me before, we ended up through the jigs and the reel. I suppose we have time to actually tell stories here.
Yeah.
So basically I ended up on
That's the benefit of the green room. We can tell stories.
I'd never really horse ridden before. I'd like been on a horse, you know, where they're like, oh, you can sit on one on a beach. And I'm like, this is quite stunning, but like never actually done anything. And then my friend Jodie, full on equestrian, owns a beautiful horse, has ridden all her life. We were on this like stay somewhere in Ireland where they had an equestrian centre, and she was like, come on, we'll go out for a ride. And I was like, brilliant, I'd love to do this. And she was like, have you ridden before? And I was like, yeah, of course. And she was like, okay. Assumed that I kind of had done a few lessons. We grew up in very different, me and Jodie had very different childhoods, I think. We went out on this ride and ended up like cantering in the woods. There was thankfully an instructor there. And afterwards I was like, God, Jodie, that was great. I've never cantered before. And she was like, you're really supposed to do those things like in an arena, you know, carefully. But she was like, look, you're obviously, you know, like enjoy it. Before I'd had my first lesson, I was still on the wait list. She called me and she was like, right, so I've accepted a trip to South Africa to do a horseback safari. It's in 4 weeks, and I've said that you're going to come with me, so you're going to need to learn how to ride in 4 weeks. So I couldn't even start getting lessons until like 3.5 weeks mark. So I did 8 lessons, and then off I went.
Fair
I
play.
had a ball.
Insane.
It was so much fun. And in the airport, I met Jeff Goldblum and had a pint with him.
Stop.
So it was really random.
Oh my God.
It was so weird.
That's just that. It just very fits into your
We
life.
had a pint.
So
It was so random.
I couldn't imagine anyone like that would happen to you more.
He's gas. And I didn't post about it online because I was like, oh, I won't bother. But now I'm saying it on the podcast, which kind of reduces the cool points. But he had done a jazz gig in the Tivoli. No, not Tivoli. It didn't exist anymore. Vicar Street the night before. So I was sat, let's say I'm on a couch and I'm facing this way. I was in the Aer Lingus lounge, right? Which like
very
clearly this
fancy.
is where all this shit goes
Very
down.
nice, yeah,
So I was in the lounge and I had just gotten a pint of Guinness because I was like, it's brilliant. I'm going horse riding, quite nervous. So I'm here and then I see him over there and I think he's with his tour manager, and I text my friend Norma, who me and Norma, like we started becoming friends because I got her a Jeff Goldblum cushion. We
Very
both,
cool.
he's one of my hall passes.
He's one of your hall passes, and all of a sudden, there
right
he
there.
is.
There he is.
Looking
Oh.
mighty fine, I will say. Man is what, 73?
Oh,
Looks
you
great.
would. You would.
Oh, I mean, he could be 83 and I still would, but that's the story for another time. I started pouring the can and he was sitting, is it the word adjacent, where like he was he was facing me. So I was definitely in his line of vision. And I saw him watching me pour the pint, and his tour manager had gotten up and walked away. So I kind of just went, how was the gig? And then he got up out of his chair, came over and sat down, and was literally, because he's such a chatty guy. So he came over, sat down and was like,
He was like
the gig
swooning
was-
for you.
he was
Yeah.
so sound. And then we were there for, I'd say, about 45 minutes. And I was like, Jeff, you're going to miss your flight. And he was like, no, I was saying a handler. But he was like, yes. He was like, a handler comes to get me, because he was basically flying to Glasgow to do his not his second gig, but his next gig.
So he was kind of touring with the
He was
band,
touring
wasn't
around.
he? Cool.
So we were chatting about the intersections between trad and jazz and Irish trad and music. I told him he's probably went on the plane to listen to Madra Salach and lots of other stunning Irish bands. So then he basically was like, oh, we were talking about Irish bits, and he was talking about Guinness, and he was like, oh, I'd love like a drinking song to like sing to them or whatever in Glasgow. And I was like, I'll send you some. And he was like, we need to connect. Like, and he was like, and again, none of this in case he was so lovely.
Of
like,
course, yeah.
He's got like a flirty energy in that he's just like really excited, and when he talks to you, it's like there's no one else in the
Yeah.
very engaged.
You even see it in interviews, like
just like
on
that.
a red carpet. It's like he could be on a press line and someone's like, hi, I want to ask you. And all of a sudden it's like tunnel vision. He only sees the
Yeah.
person in
that
front.
is literally what happened. We were the
Yeah.
only 2 people in the lounge.
And he was just like, hey, how are you doing? I noticed you
100%. He
pouring the
was
Guinness there.
tickled because he was like, where are you off to? And I was like, I'm off to South Africa. And he was like, what are you going there for? And I was like, I'm off to a horseback ride. And I only learned in the last 3 weeks. He was like, oh my God, are you going to be okay?
I was about to say, he found you as interesting as you found him, which
Yeah.
sounds like what you
I'm
say
not being
about
funny.
like,
He
a
wouldn't
shark or
really,
something.
like-
It's a scared of you. Is he?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
literally, I was like, Jeff, I was like, you probably need to go to your flight. And he was
Yeah.
like, no, the handler will come and get me. So basically when the flight boards, because they were like announcing for things, and he was like, no, they come and get me when like, I think he's like probably like last to board kind of thing. Basically he was like, oh, we need to connect again, not in like a flirty way. He just was like, I want to see what you're doing, because he was like, you're a content creator. He was like, look, I'll find you on Instagram. And then I boarded my plane and we spent the next like hour I sent him like music. He was basically looking
my
for like a
God.
Glaswegian drinking song. So I said the Ramblin' Rover because it is a Glaswegian drinking song, but it's the Dubliners.
Of course.
And he was tickled by that.
Nice.
And then
Give him a bit of Jerry Cinnamon as well.
that was fuck. I wish you were there. I actually didn't. That would have been
I only
brilliant.
know one song, but it feels like she's a belter.
Yeah, oh,
That would have been
different
brilliant.
from the
That would have been
rest.
brilliant. And then he said, "Good luck in South Africa and enjoy the riding." And then and
The last thing he
Yeah.
said to you, that's incredible.
yeah, he was delighted. But he messaged me like, "It was so nice to meet you."
Yeah.
Despite saying he doesn't know how Instagram works, he definitely does.
Sure.
And he was absolutely lovely. And now we're pals on Instagram. And I left him on red because I went on the flight, and I need to follow up and be like, "How was the gig?"
I
But he was so lovely.
I loved this story was I met Jeff Goldblum in the airport for a pint, and the end is like, I left him on red, you know.
Lovely chap, great style. He looked fabulous. It was really nice.
Well, that definitely, is a
You had
contender.
such a better
That's the only
news
thing.
than me.
That's the only thing.
You know, when you
And that was
stand
like,
up.
That was like 3 weeks ago. So it's old news.
Definitely contender for one of the strongest
the
What's
best
News With You
news,
stories.
yeah.
I think
Who's
someone's
Jeff
come up with.
anyway, you know?
Um,
Actually, sorry, kind of embarrassing is he was basically like, I've seen some of his movies, but my friend
Yeah.
Norm is a huge film buff, and he was like, oh, I did this this show in theatre. Have you seen it? And I was like, I haven't, Jeff. And he was like, oh, and then I did this this film, amazing, I'm sure, film in like I said this to Dermot. Dermot was like crying. It's like I did this amazing
I'm just picturing
crying,
Dermot melting.
It'd be like
as
if
you're
I met
telling me.
Spielberg, like, and he was like, "Oh, this film in the '80s. Have you seen it?" And I was like, "I haven't seen it, Jeff." And I was like, "I've seen The Fly and Jurassic Park and that other weird one with the hotel." I was like, "Other than that, you've got me." And he's like, "Because I'm not like
You probably preferred that.
I should
Yeah,
be
you
more of a film buff.
actually probably
I'm in
did.
The Fly. If anyone hasn't seen it,
Oh, it's
he's
incredible.
He's just The Fly's
I actually haven't
amazing.
seen. I haven't seen the.
But
Fly.
he's also like peak hotness in it. He's also amazing in it, and it's a
Sorry,
great
you're
movie.
right. I have seen a picture of him in that, and that might
It's
be
fab.
when he was at his greatest powers.
Yeah, especially when he starts turning into the fly. It's kind of weird.
Sometimes it's just a bit of fly monster.
Ooh.
Well, guys, my what's news with you is I didn't meet Jeff Goldblum, but I went to my cousin recently had a baby, and went to the christening, and it was very cute. It was the smiliest baby I did ever see.
Oh, I think
Adorable.
any
Very, very cute.
child related to you in any way is going to be the smiliest, happiest baby.
Yeah.
But before we go into the next thing, we're going to get a little bit rough, shall we say?
Okay.
We're going to have a brief break, and yes, we'll be right back after this. Hello there, and welcome back to what? It's okay. Did I scare you? These breaks, I tell you, they take you by storm.
I
Guys,
had
are
a
you
nap. It
okay?
was stunning.
Yeah.
Did you rest up?
I'd put the cat on. It was
Fair.
grand.
First things first. I believe you both have dogs.
I've been
Okay.
waiting for the dog questions.
Yeah.
You've 2 dogs now,
I have
don't you?
2 dogs.
You've Remy and
I now have a set. So I have 2 whippets now. So Remy and June, and they're the best gals.
Remy and June.
I know they're very cute. They're very cute.
cute.
And you have a stunning Chihuahua who what's her name?
Lily.
Lily, who recently was snatching trophies
Oh,
at
she is,
competitions.
yes.
which
That
we
is
need to
other
get into.
news.
Oh, that's other
Yeah.
news. Yeah.
I specifically didn't start asking you about it until we were recording. So tell me everything. Has she always been a trophy snatcher?
No, well, we only adopted her. So she's 12. She'll be
Mhm.
13 this year.
Okay.
We adopted her when she was 9, turning 10, and she's just been living her best life.
She's
like
thriving with
she-
Perry, having a ball.
Have a great time.
she was kind of in a little bit of bad nick when we got her. She was really overweight and she had a bit of a gimpy leg. She's hip dysplasia. So in the mornings we do a bit of physio. We got her diet. We now have her at her ideal weight. And I was like, she's still a bit, and my vet was like, she's a thick girl. She's
fine. That's
I'm like,
fine.
That's
I
just
hear
doing
that.
what she
That's
is.
fine.
I also have a large rib cage, and that's totally fine. We recently moved to the countryside, and I wanted to get involved. Like, I was so involved in my old neighborhood, and I was like, I'm going to get involved. They had a little gymkhana fete type of thing going
I
on.
love a local
I love it,
mart
yeah.
fair. Was
It
that one
was
recently?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Incredible. It was straight from Father Ted. They had a load of horses, a few stalls selling local honey, and then a mechanical bull.
Stunning.
That's all you need.
Incredible.
Perfect.
And
Genuine incredible.
Did you get in the bull?
no, I didn't.
Next
was-
time.
I
You
was
gotta go.
dealing
You
with
gotta
the-
go in easy.
I was prepping the girl for,
Oh, yeah.
for competition.
Yeah.
You know?
I ask about the dog questions because this segment is called That's Rough, Dog Confessions. What I'm going to be doing is asking you each, so I have 5 questions here. There might be little funny stories about your dog. Do you think this will be a fun time, or are you wary of what's to come?
I feel like we could talk about our dogs all
Yeah.
day. Like, this is my favorite thing to talk about.
I have to stop myself from constantly
100%.
talking about my my dog.
Absolutely.
So this is just a joy.
I just want to hear you talk about Lily. That's all.
Cool. Let's go for question number 1. What's the most embarrassing thing your dog has done in public?
Probably at the dog show.
Please tell us. I do need
Most
to play by play.
recently,
Yeah.
there was loads of different categories,
Mhm.
like best behaved dog, best working dog, best dog handled by a lady.
Mhm.
Did not enter this dog in any of these because she is a menace to society and hates every living thing. So she's like, "Was that a cow? Fuck!" Like she's so angry. She hates. So the entire
That's fair.
time we were at this, I entered her in the one thing I knew she stood a chance in. This is the fancy dress, okay? And what you had to do was like parade them around in a circle.
course.
And like
Amazing.
her
Already
dress
amazing.
was absolutely stunning.
What color was it?
It was a pink and orange quinceañera dress.
Oh my God, how stunning.
She was vibing. So as I'm walking around in the circle with all these other very well behaved dogs, she was just lunging. And she was like,
She was a little demon in her quinceañera dress. I mean, that
and there was,
tracks.
like a short lead of a video of me like walking her around, and she's just like, she won anyway though. So,
oh my God,
yeah.
iconic.
Amazing.
Oh,
What a diva.
I will say the other, oh my God, actually this could top it. Most embarrassing thing she did, I was on a train to Skerries, and I will say public transport in this country really nice for like you're able to take your dogs on, keep them in a little carry case and
Mhm.
stuff like that. We were sitting waiting to take off, and we were like, what the hell is that smell? And we thought maybe they'd like released the toilet valve accidentally in
no.
the station. And as we took off, the smell didn't go away. And I peeked inside her carry case. She had expressed her anal glands
Oh.
inside.
Ooh, that's,
Oh, no.
That's nearly worse.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to do. So I was like, maybe I could like get some tissues. And they only had powdered soap in the absolute sardine can
Oh
of
my
a bag. I
gosh.
was just
She
like,
was probably delighted. She probably felt great.
great.
She's like, you deal with that now.
Yeah,
That's
but like
for
her
you.
having a little
So-
colonic. I'd say she was floating around the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Fair play, Lily. Kira, what about you?
You know, on the subject of like bodily things with dogs, I feel like Remy being a rescue, she has a lot of like quirks and things like that, but she is great. And I'm sure she's done many things over the years, but now she's my perfect angel child, because now we have a younger dog, which I realize is she's a little critter, and she's at this stage for a very long time where she just loves eating her own shite, eating other dogs' shite. And I'd heard like it's a little puppy phase they'll grow out of it. She loves it, and she does it a lot in public as well,
Okay.
you know, and like you're chatting to someone, or like, you know, because you're doing all these different walks and you're meeting people, and she's very friendly and like a great, in that sense, she doesn't have like some of the maybe fear or anxiety that Remy might have with Remy's relaxed an awful lot now, but June's just very chill with meeting everyone, but she does love eating shite. And it's weird, she'll eat so much of it and then be absolutely fine, but then when we like change her kibble,
Oh, then
fucking
it's, yeah.
shit's like shit
And
city.
They'll eat shite, and then the next thing they want to do is come and lick your face
Oh,
afterwards.
always. It's like her favorite
Yeah.
post shite eating thing to do. She's just a dirty little girl, but she's great. She, other than that, love her. Going from 1 to 2, I feel like I'm talking about children, but I feel like you get it.
Yeah.
We got her when she was 4 months, and I was like, she's
Ooh.
basically reared.
Oh my God, what does a 4-month-old whippet look like?
It was
A
very
snake.
cute. But I was like, she's basically grown. Because Remy is so chill. And again, I suppose we got Remy when she was 1 and she's 7 now. But like, she's great. She's really good. Apart from the shit eating, which I hope will go away soon. I'm sure it will.
I love that we already have a kind of scatological theme in play. There probably wasn't poop involved
Scatological
there.
is a
there
word
there's always
I've
poop.
never
There's always poop
heard.
involved. Well,
You
hey,
get a group of women together, and we're not just going, oh my God, hair and nails. We're like,
Shit,
shit,
anal
shit,
glands,
shit.
Yeah,
Jeff
yeah,
Goldblum.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
Gardening.
think that's the perfect way to start in these kind of
Yeah.
stories. So next up, we have, if your dog could file one complaint about you, what would it be?
Maybe that I don't let her eat her own shit.
Yes, like I just want to eat the shit.
Yeah, she's like, it's natural.
Why is it so
She's
weird?
like the fucking human centipede over here. She's her own compost. One time it was coming out of Remy's arse, and she was like, I was like, you sick fuck, like come on.
That is significantly.
It's not just eating it off the ground. She likes it hot and fresh, people. Hot and
It's like,
fresh.
like an ice cream.
Oh, she was like soft serve, yum, horrendous.
I was
Honestly.
gonna say because when I
Oh.
think of dogs eating poop, it's like, you know, they
No,
find
no.
it in the grass.
No.
Walking
seen
up
her-
to another dog's
Another
arse.
dog,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
active, and Remy's like, what the
Fresh.
fuck is going on? I've seen her like get sick, eat it. She is The
She's a
human
nasty
She's
girl.
the human centipede.
Yeah.
But she's so cute. Put a picture of her up.
How
It's
cute
the
is
contrast
that?
of look how cute
Yeah.
that dog is. And
She's
now
like butter
remember
wouldn't
the things
melt.
You've just been
Yeah,
told.
yeah.
Yeah.
Butter wouldn't well, but
I know.
shite
It's
would.
show
I
melt,
know.
yeah.
But listen, it's all part of it. But yeah, sorry, that's the complaint that she would probably file, that I
That's-
don't let her indulge in her little sick fantasies.
And Lolsy.
That I don't let her eat everything. That's why she was overweight, because she's like, food? I'll eat that. If you give her
Unfair.
kibble and like the really expensive dog food that's going to keep her guts in order, she's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't fancy this.
But like, what are you eating? Why aren't you giving that to me? What
bless
is
her.
that?
Give her the food,
it's a-
You
Lolsy.
gotta give her the food, yeah.
It's a
she's
spicy
crying.
Dorito. You're not having it.
I empathize with that because I also like to eat anything and everything. So I mean, I support that really.
From one raccoon to
But
another, I
eat
hear
your
you.
kibble, though, Sean. We
don't want my
spent a lot of
kibble.
money on
I don't
that,
want my
okay?
kibble. Everyone's always like, eat my kibble. I don't want the kibble.
You need to have a regular movement, okay?
So guys, here, this is a good one, and I think this kind of ties into a question lots of people think of. What breed do you think you'd be if you were a dog? And this kind of ties into people saying that their dogs look or like give the vibe of their owners.
100% a King Charles Cavalier. Like,
Oh,
I'm
interesting.
just
I was going to say
bug
you're a
eyes
Chihuahua.
and like weird, like long hairy that looks like ears and just like stomach issues.
But like adorable.
I'm a King Charles Cavalier.
Okay.
That makes sense.
You can't deny it. I'd love to be a greyhound, but alas, I lack the long limbs, the crack.
Yeah.
I'm so old.
King Charles Cavalier. Okay, Ciara.
I definitely think I'm a whippet.
You
100%.
are.
They have like nervous energy. If a cat just so like if a cat happened to be a dog, it would be a whippet. They have like real bursts of kind of frantic, weird energy, and then they're kind of comatose then for a while.
Fair.
They
I've
sleep all
never
the time.
seen dogs suit their owner's vibe.
Well, Remy,
So-
June will settle and she'll be like Remy, but Remy and me, that gal,
Yeah.
always down for the nap. Like at a drop of a hat, I'm like,
I
should
feel
we
like
do
she
a
always
quick...
has a sweater on as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
always
yeah.
has nice clothing.
Yeah.
Drop of a hat, she's ready for a 40-minute or a 3-hour nap, whatever.
course.
Like she doesn't sleep in bed with us, but like I will like bring her onto the bed for
Yeah.
a nap. And my favorite thing now with both of them is like sleeping on the couch or on a chair with like both of them on me somehow. And then Yost comes in and we're all like mangled into each other. Like,
Limbs.
I'm definitely a whippet. I also think I kind of look like a whippet. I'm kind of a bit like long, there
Well,
is
I was going to say,
Yeah,
you
you're
know the
slender.
stare
You
of
know?
101 Dalmatians, where it's
Yeah.
like all the owners
100%.
look at the
Oh,
dogs.
yeah,
It's like I
yeah.
could see you. And
I do
Yeah.
love putting the bits on Remy. Big chest cavity, tiny little waist and long legs, stunning. So getting close for them, a lot of the time you got to get them custom. Like custom, people
Don't
who
they
make
need
them for whippets.
special collars?
Special
because their-
collars.
Their heads are smaller than their
Like a
necks.
martingale one, or they need like she has a bunch of snuds. She has a lot of snuds for her neck. June's a bit more kind of feral. As she gets older, she'll probably be a bit more delicate. But like Remy was found half dead on the side of the road. But now, if there's a little bit of mist in the air, she's like, I'm not walking.
So I can see Remy having like, a turtleneck.
100%.
And
Yeah.
she has like a little cup of coffee. Maybe she's a writer.
Absolutely.
She has a
in the
beret.
fall.
Oh,
She has a beret.
100%.
Yes, very
My
much.
brain auto completes a beret onto your dog.
Absolutely.
I think for me, if I was to answer this question, the breed I would be is either what's the Beethoven dog,
Oh
Saint
my
Bernard.
god, Saint
or
Bernard.
just a retriever.
Yeah.
You've got a bit of Bernese Mountain. to you, I think.
Yes.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Big
You would help
softies,
find people in the
goofy,
snow.
good crack, loves
I would
hanging
have
around.
fun-
With
yeah.
a little barrel of brandy around your neck.
I would find people in the snow.
Yeah.
That's what I would be, and I'd just be like,
Yeah, having a ball
They
all
love
the
a
time.
swim
no thoughts,
as
just
well.
vibes.
They have a double coat.
They love a swim.
Yeah.
You love a
I love
swim.
a
I love a
swim.
swim.
You love a swim and a brandy.
I
There you
do. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Perfect.
Swimming a brandy, Seán Connolly.
I could absolutely see you with any of those.
Yeah.
For
Well,
sure.
guys, I think we know, if we all get struck by a magic wand and what dogs
Yeah.
are going to train it. We've sorted it. It's fine.
100%.
We know. Yeah. Next question. What's the dumbest thing you've caught yourself saying out loud to your dog like it understood you?
Oh,
I never stop talking to my dog.
Yeah.
Like I just have full conversations, and like my entire day is me and my partner wandering around the house singing songs about
Sounds like
our
heaven.
dog.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And just
Can we get a song? They never make any sense,
Yeah.
but I'd love to hear one.
like things like, the Elton John, it's not even a song because there's no words,
Do-
Song for Guy.
oh,
It's like, duck, she a dog named a Lily. She a pup and a dog. She a dog named a Lily.
Just
A
montage
pup
of
and a
Lily.
tiny dog. She and a tiny dog. A dog named she. And we have a language
Yeah.
that we speak to the
Oh,
dog in.
wow.
So her name's Lily. I call her Lemon.
Yeah.
And it's, are you drinking water? We go for Christopher Walken's? Okay, cool. And you have a dings. She even a dings. She drinkins waters. And why have virgin? You having chinkins? We having chinkins a dims. Like, and we understand this. She...
Of course you
I
understand.
I
understand
think,
it, but...
knowing what Lily looks like, and we'll have pictures of her here on screen
You
as
better.
well. Apologies, audio listeners. She's a very cute little white doggy, and if you can check out the video, I highly recommend it. You'll
Yeah.
see the pictures.
She's surprisingly small. If I go away for a couple of days, if I'm on a work trip, if I'm on holiday, and I come back, I will see that dog and go, fuck, that's a small dog. What happened? What? Children have said that to me. What happened?
Where's the rest of you?
Why-
That kind of thing.
why
Small but
is it
stocky. I
small?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a tank.
And Kira, what about you?
Oh, I don't know. I can't beat those songs. They're so good. I do talk to the girls a lot, but like Remy is just my perfect angel girl. She never does anything wrong.
Course,
But then
yeah.
June is fucking always doing something wrong. So in the beginning, I'm like, yeah, I honestly, it's like an analogy with children. I'm like, I'm real chill with the dogs. Like, it's fine. And then I'm like, Jenny, stop eating. Like, she's just, especially being younger, I think she will settle, but like, she's always either eating her own shite, shiting in general, or like chewing something she shouldn't. So like, I'm just like, I don't say scolding her, but like kind of having to put the smack
Yeah.
on her all
Discipline.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you call your dogs by, like, I know they have their names,
Yeah.
but are they...
Oh, they've got
you
like
have other-
17 names.
Yeah.
So like Remy is Lady Remington the Third, Remiger, like loads of other random ones. There's like Junie Bug, Junie Bear, Juju Berry, Junie Bee, like anything you can imagine. It just becomes like the word stops having any meaning.
Yeah.
I also was really trying to convince Joseph to let me call her Fingers, but he said no. As in like as a name, because we were trying to think of dog names and we wanted to give Remy like an old lady name, which we did. Well, like I don't know. I was thinking like a Penelope or an Ethel, an
It's
old
chic.
lady that I would
Yeah.
really pamper, and then we couldn't think of something. And then the person who owned the rescue that we got her from, his name was Remy, and he's from the Netherlands. He was stunning. Shout out Remy. Yeah, so we called her that. And then I was like, well, maybe we'll just go wild and give her like a random name, because I heard someone online call their dog Fingers, and Joseph's like, absolutely fucking not. That's
you have to
horrifying.
think about what you're going to shout in the
Fingers!
street. Yeah.
Stop eating your own shite.
I mean,
Like,
to
it
be fair,
doesn't-
to be fair to June, it does sound like she's taken on the atmosphere and air
Of
and
a dog
personality
called
of a
Fingers.
dog called
I heard her
Fingers.
dog called
Yeah.
Fingers. I was like fucking chaotic energy. It's like
Get
a weird
fingers out of the
creature.
shite.
Yeah, she is a little critter, to be fair.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she has her cute
That's
moments.
Well, guys, we have our final question.
Oh, my God.
If your dog had to describe your personality to another dog, what would it say?
Almighty Savior.
So stunning.
okay.
I am like, she's very attached to me.
Yeah.
Just, I feel like sometimes she looks at me and just goes, Mother.
Oh.
We've noticed in the past little while she's starting to go a little bit deaf. So like I leave and she's like scuttling about being like, Mother, oh my goodness, you went into the shower. Oh, why rain box? Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Or if I walk outside, she's at the
Yeah.
door being like,
Oh, bless her.
The Messiah has left.
Yeah.
And Kira, how about you?
That is good. I feel like each of them, Remy and June, would give two very different answers. Because me and Remy are just chilling all the time.
Yeah.
And then June would be like, who's this disciplinarian who's chasing me around with a poo bag while I'm just trying to enjoy a snack?
Of poo.
And Remy is just, I think me and Remy are pretty, like, I feel like I would hope, given the life that I give her and how she wants for nothing, neither does June, to be fair. I think she would have nice things to say about me, I think. Because I'm like, if she doesn't want to walk, I'm like, you don't have to walk. She's always swathed in fancy fabrics. She, and maybe now June, but mostly Remy, especially in the last couple of years, gets a lot of like press drops as a creator's dog. Remy has been invited to like dog friendly staycations. There's been things like we were invited to like the Conrad, and it was like Remy and June and Kira's +1. So like Yost came along as like the fucking chopped liver. And it makes me so happy to see her. I think it's like that with every rescue dog. I think they don't need any of that shit. It doesn't matter. Just once they have someone that loves them and minds them and takes care of them, she's so happy, which makes me
But
delighted.
that is the thing, like it dogs don't need it, but when
No.
you've rescued a dog that maybe hasn't had the best background, you just want to give them the world.
100%.
don't you?
That brings us to the end of our dog confessions or our
Yes.
dog confessions. But it's just very nice to have two rescue dogs. It's such lovely lives
know.
now, and they've all
Yeah.
just nice times. And even though there may be a lot of poo involved, let them
It's fine.
have all the poo because
Yeah,
they deserve it.
Don't
we
tell
go.
June that. I'm trying to get her to stop eating that shit. But yes,
June, if
theoretically.
you're watching, eat the poo.
Yeah, eat the shit.
We're just going to take a quick break before we dive into some Reddit stories of
Oh.
the pet variety. Yes, before we do that, we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. We hope you, maybe had a nice time, a little bit of a break, got a snack. Was it poo? Who knows? Might have been. Guys, how you doing? We're ready for our final segment.
I feel like I may have spoken about shit for a bit too long. I'm really sorry. I'm going to try and rein it in.
If anyone has
fine.
like a metaphobia or one of those things, sorry.
Yeah.
So, guys, do you like Reddit stories?
I do enjoy them. I feel like the best and oftentimes the worst of humanity comes out in the Reddit stories.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I will read a couple of books a year. And I'm like, geez, I really need to get back into reading. I devour Reddit.
Yeah.
I have read, I'm up to date with Reddit.
You read it?
I've read it.
But it's chunky reading, a lot of it. Like, especially when you've threads where they're updated constantly. It's like your
best
little,
of Redditor updates. I'm so
your
down
paper.
with that. Yeah.
So what we're going to do today, guys, and what we've done previously on the show is I've gathered a few Reddit stories. They might be from Am I the Asshole, Relationship Advice, or a few other of those big subreddits. And today, the theme is pets.
There better be more shit stories.
Yeah.
Hey, look, who's to say poop may or may not pop up in these stories? We'll see. Story number 1. Am I the asshole for choosing our family dog over a friend?
No.
We don't
Next.
Next question.
Done. Sorted. Me, 32 male, and my wife, 30 female, and our 2 daughters, both under 5, live in a decent-sized apartment, not grand or anything of the sort, but big enough for us and for us to host another person for a limited amount of time that it would not be a burden. Recently, a friend of mine, 28 male, that I've known for a few years from an old job, is going through a divorce, has asked me for a place to stay. I talked it over with my wife, and she has no problems at all with him staying with us. When I told him that he could stay, he was so grateful, but then told me to let him know once we have gotten rid of our dog and deep cleaned the home as he has a severe dog allergy.
No.
Mm-hmm.
We never knew about this as it has never been an issue. We always hung out at a mutual friend's house, worked the bar, or double dates at restaurants where no dogs are. I told him that we would not be able to get rid of our dog to accommodate as he's part of the family, getting older, and that it would honestly devastate our girls and us. He is now running around bad-mouthing us to our friend group for taking back our offer for him to stay with us and choosing a dog over his health. I've been receiving multiple calls saying that I am the asshole for not helping him.
Like, no, that makes no sense. Who are also these friends who are on his side?
Also, it's the dog's home. You are moving into the dog's home.
Yeah.
He's part of the family. I feel like people who maybe never grew up with animals don't realize how much of an actual character.
Yeah, it's part of the family. And also having 2 young children, like that dog is their sibling.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you're at that age, your like
You don't know
concept
life
of
without
like, you're
it.
like, that's my brother or sister. Like, you don't understand, like, you're gonna, it would devastate them. I understand like pets can pass away when children are young and it's so sad, but for the parents to be like, oh yeah, we'll just get rid of him.
As well, you mentioned that he has a severe dog allergy,
Yeah.
yet they have hung around beside each other for years. All dogs shed.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not. Like, I definitely have some sort of animal on me right now. If you had that severe of an allergy, you'd be in bits.
Yeah,
you know?
he seems like a melt of the highest order.
Surely that's the first thing you say. You're like, by the way, I have a massive dog allergy.
Would
Yeah.
this
Would
maybe
this-
be an
Yeah.
option?
Not
No
like,
worries
oh, well,
if
you've
not.
obviously gotten rid of the dog.
Yeah.
When can I expect him to go?
That is
Like,
nuts.
I
I mean,
know.
I'm sure they're
I
probably not friends
understand why he
anymore.
got divorced.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Wild.
Am I sorry?
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
not
so
sorry,
true.
no.
They must be like, even if he's a previous work friend, but they must have been relatively close for him to offer that. 'cause
Yeah.
You don't take someone into your home for a few weeks with your family without
Yeah.
Yeah.
trusting them quite a bit. Like,
And also these friends who are now getting all offended. Why can't they
I know
take
that's
him
highly
in?
strange. Maybe they're getting like a very different story because he
Yeah.
seems like an absolute bollocks. Like, I don't understand
Oh,
how
there
anyone.
absolutely is more to that.
yeah, this isn't one of those stories where we get like an update or a different side of things.
Because
but
we know how it went. They just
Yeah.
kept the dog and
Brilliant.
told your
They got rid
man
of the dog.
to eat shit.
Yeah, well, which is the theme of today's
Yes.
episode. Right, ready for story number 2?
Yes.
Am I the asshole for making my husband and children prove they can take care of a dog without my help?
That is so one.
I'm intrigued, Sean.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
intrigued.
I have such a bone to pick with people who get animals who don't do the research beforehand.
I completely
Who
agree.
have
Yeah.
they want a cuddle buddy
Yeah.
and they
Like
get a
someone who gets a
Cane
border
Corso
collie,
or
and lives in an apartment,
100%.
Yeah.
or something
They're
like
like,
that.
my
Getting,
Malinois
like,
has
the-
eaten my walls, and you're
Yeah.
like,
100%. I
look
couldn't
this
agree
up?
more.
or they go, it's cute, I dress it up, and then they're like, why is it malnourished? Oh, I forgot to feed it for 6 days. So it very often happens that someone in a family gets a dog, and then after a week the novelty wears off and it's left down to one person to look after
Oh,
it.
100%.
So
And-
I'm intrigued if this is the case,
Yeah.
whether they got a dog and mama is just
Yeah, it could be along those lines. So before we got married, and had kids, my husband and I agreed that all big decisions require 2 yes or no votes. Well, our 2 oldest kids and my husband want a dog. I do not. I've heard too many horror stories about a family getting a pet and then the person who did not want it being stuck caring for it. So that's exactly what you were saying. I finally agreed on 3 conditions. 1, smaller than 60 pounds, we do not need a Mastiff. 2, a non-shedding dog only, none of us are allergic, I just don't want extra work. 3, for 60 days in a row, they had to collect all the garbage from all the trash cans in the house and put it in the garbage bin. That was to make sure they would remember to feed a dog every day. And for the 60 days, all 3 of them had to go for a 1-mile walk twice a day, with the GPS route tracker active. If they missed a day, they had to start over.
Like, it is strict, but I actually don't think that it's inherently bad, because all of this comes down to I want to make sure they can care for this animal
and do the bare minimum
so
for
I
caring
don't like
for it,
he's a little bit intense.
It's coming from someone who just doesn't want a dog.
but they're willing to compromise so long as
Yes, well, and that's why I think it's very much like they're like, I do not want it to end up on me. The longest they've made it so far is 2 weeks. My parents called me up to say I was being ridiculous and petty. I 100% agreed with them. But since they always side with the kids, I was ready for them. I sent them a link for a dog walking service in my area. It's very reasonable. I said if they wanted to a say in the dog decision, they had to agree to set up an account with that company, and that I could call up the company for help whenever their precious, perfect grandchildren and son-in-law
Kinda
forgot
loving
to
this
take
guy.
care of the dog. They said I was being a jerk and that they had the right to their opinion. I agreed that they had that, but unless they were willing to pay to include their opinion in the decision, it did not matter. My husband is
Who
fine.
is this diva?
this person is just like, you can tell she has Excel sheets for everything.
Yes,
It's like,
yeah.
yes.
I feel like this could have also fit in malicious compliance
Yeah,
as well.
oh, absolutely.
My husband has finally seen that the kids aren't responsible enough to have a dog. He said we needed to tell them. I said that we was one too many people. I wasn't the one who sided with them when I had said I knew they were not ready. He thinks I'm being a dick. No one has called me an asshole, but that's only because they say it in much more polite terms. What do we think?
I don't know. I think it's so fair.
Yeah.
I also
like, I feel like, yeah, they went above and beyond to prove a point,
Mhm.
but what's the alternative? Getting a dog that's then miserable.
100%. And you were saying this person, initially I thought it was a man. Is it a woman?
Woman.
Mother?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like oftentimes in family situations, the like labor of motherhood and caring will fall, oftentimes can fall more so on the mother. And it can happen with pets as well. So I absolutely understand someone's trepidation by being like, I don't know if I really want this. And she probably knows in her head. She's probably saying this because it kind of indicates that maybe in the family situation, maybe she is probably doing, I don't know what their working situation is. I don't know. But she obviously is doing this for a reason, that she's like, I really, really want to make sure I'm not going to be stuck doing this. And also I think, like with children, with pets, if it's not a hell yes, then it should maybe be a hell no. Like if one person in the house really doesn't want an animal, then maybe it's not right, unless again what she's doing is being like, I'm going to set this super hard limit for you guys to prove that it's something that you can do.
And she's thinking outside the box as well, wanting to get a dog that doesn't shed, because she's thinking beyond there's an animal in front of us. It's like, okay, if we got a dog and the dog sheds, it goes all over the furniture, all over the clothes. You put the clothes in the washing machine gets clogged. That's a repair job. And like, it's very type A, thinking
very
into the
female
future
thing, to think things fucking sideways.
But it's very fair. I feel like it's very, and animals can be a brilliant way of teaching children responsibility.
Absolutely,
but they have to be able to follow through with it.
Well, this is the thing. You don't want to get the dog and like, it'll teach them responsibility. And then the kid's like, yeah, I'm bored. But you still have the dog. So someone's going to have to.
And that's what happens when dogs get, abandoned, or like worst case abandoned, or just brought back to shelters or passed off to people. And it's really traumatizing for them. And like rescues can be like even more traumatized and have even more issues because they are being passed around to, as you say, people who don't do the research and it's a whole thing. So I actually think as two avid, clearly dog lovers, I think if we had been set those boundaries, you can only do it if you show up. I absolutely would have been showing up for it, like if you really want it.
Not the asshole?
Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not.
Very fair. Right, let's go on to story number 3. Am I the asshole for telling my husband to rehome his cat?
I mean,
I want to say yeah.
I want to say yes as well.
I will caveat this, okay? If the husband just got a cat and is mistreating that cat, get it out of there. Get it to somewhere safe.
Yeah, very fair.
But if you're just a hater.
If you just don't want the cat.
Yeah. My husband and I have been living together for 1 year. When we moved in together, I brought my 3-year-old American bully while he brought his 18-year-old cat. We tried to introduce them to one another by initially separating them, then by introducing them to each other's smells, followed by letting them see each other whilst at a safe distance. They appeared to get along, but after a day, the cat began making its dislike for the dog very clear. In response to this, we've taken to keeping the cat and dog separated by gates when there is no one around to supervise them. When we're around, we splash them with a small amount of water if the cat begins to fight with the dog, which worked for a while, until recently when the cat became relentless in its efforts to go after the dog, even after being splashed with water. As such, we took the cat to our local vet to assess it for any issues. The vet told us that he's perfectly healthy. Another issue that we've yet to consider is that I'm pregnant.
Oh,
Sorry, and that's another issue that we have not
He
yet
said
to
that
consider.
The vet
Dead
was like
hand.
on it. He's like, cat's fine, you're pregnant.
Yeah.
you're up the
The
dog.
way this is written, it's as if they were told at the vet. While I'm not saying that the cat would definitely be nasty towards my baby, the way it has acted towards my dog has caused me to worry. I brought up the idea of taking the cat to a cat sanctuary where it would hopefully be able to find a new home in a relaxing environment and without fear of being euthanized, since we can't take it to any family members. There's about 50 million commas in that sentence.
Yeah. She was really on a stream of
Yeah,
consciousness
yeah.
kind of thing.
Very much so. We argued virtually non-stop about this for days until my husband finally agreed to take his cat to said cat sanctuary. I feel really bad for my husband, however, I do feel like it was the right decision, not only for the dog, but for our future baby. Am I the asshole?
This is very nuanced, and it's really hard when you bring two people together with pre-existing animals.
Yeah.
That cat is so old though. Like taking it to a sanctuary where there's a billion new smells and other cats.
I know.
That cat's not getting adopted. I don't
Yeah.
care what you
Yeah.
say.
It's very tricky, but I think that I don't know what options they explored or how quickly these things started, and then they were like, right, we gotta. But I don't think that cat is probably now having a great time.
No.
And also, I think you really do need to take the 18-year-oldness of the cat into
Yeah.
account. Like,
Yeah.
this
Ride
might-
it out for another year.
It's not going to be around for long. And also, if it was a younger cat, then maybe you'd have to discuss a lot of this. But like, your man loses the cat and the dog stays, it just feels a little bit imbalanced.
I do think you've got to definitely think about it. Myself and Joseph have been together for 17 years, and we didn't get Remy until we were together for 10 years. We have no kids and we have 2 dogs. And obviously, even getting a second dog, I was like, this is, going to be a little bit hectic. And it's not so much getting a second, it's probably getting her being slightly younger. They are pretty hectic.
Yeah.
But it's a big thing. They're not exactly children, but they are a huge responsibility. And I feel like that's what's really tricky with animals is you see people being like, yeah, we'll just kind of figure out and rehome it. And I'm like, well, you wouldn't do that now if it was a child.
It just feels a little bit, I don't know, a little bit imbalanced. And I will say, so Reddit has decided that the verdict is asshole for this person. What do you guys think?
I'd be leaning that way.
Yeah, I feel like maybe not enough was done. And if it was a dog, would you have rehomed it so quickly? As we said, cat slander.
Yeah.
As someone who sometimes it took me a while to get cats because I used to treat them the same way as dogs, didn't go down well. Now I have an understanding of cats. I respect them more because I can be a bit calmer with them, let them come to me. Don't chase them around the room and try and pick them up. So sometimes the odd one lets me do it still. But yeah, I think there is a little bit of cat slander.
Okay, well, I think we've decided on that one, guys. Are you ready for your final Reddit story?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yes, Sean, we've been waiting.
Sean is the asshole. Decided. Am I the asshole for perpetuating ethnic stereotypes about jorts?
This is one of my favorites.
This is quite a swerve. Have you do you know this?
I know this. I
Do
know
you know
this.
this one?
Perpetuating ethnic
So-
What are the ethnic stereotypes that we have about jorts?
Well, I will say jorts is the name of a cat.
Name of a one brain-celled orange cat.
Sorry. Yes. Okay. So who's jorts? Tell me. Clearly you're.
This is a beautiful
Can't
story.
wait.
We have 2 workplace cats in one area of our work site. They add value to the work site. We all love the cats, and the work site cat presence is not the issue. One of the cats, Jean, is a tortoise shell cat we have had for years. The other cat, Jorts, is a large orange cat and a recent addition.
Brilliant names.
Jorts is just kind of a simple guy. For example, Jorts can't open a door even when it's ajar. He shoves it whether it's going in or out. So often he closes the door he's trying to go through.
Oh,
My cat used to do that.
This means he is often trapped inside the place he was trying to exit and meows until he is rescued.
Oh, George.
My colleague Pam, not her real name, has been spending a lot of time trying to teach Jorts things. The doors thing is the main example. It's a real issue because the cats are fed in a closet and Jorts keeps pushing the door closed. Jean can actually open all the other interior doors since they
she
are a
can.
lever type knob, but she can't open this particular door if she's trapped inside the closet. Torty Jean is very nice to poor orange Jorts, and she is kept busy letting him out of rooms he has trapped himself in. So this seems easy to resolve. I put down a doorstop.
I'm so invested in this.
Pam then said I was depriving Jorts of the chance to learn.
Okay.
And kept removing the doorstop. She set up a series of special learning activities for Jorts and tried to put these tasks on the whiteboard of daily team tasks.
Wow.
She thinks we need to teach him how to clean himself better and how to get out of minor barriers like when he gets a cup stuck in his head, etc. I love Jorts, but he's just dumb as fuck and we can't change that. Don't get me wrong, watching her try to teach Jorts how to walk through a door is hilarious, but Jean got locked in the closet twice last week. Yesterday, I installed a cat cutout thing in the door and Pam started getting really huffy. I made a gentle joke about you can't expect Jean's tortoise shell smarts from orange cat jorts, which made Pam furious. She started crying and left the hallway and then sent an email to the group, including volunteers, and went home early. In her email, Pam said I was perpetuating ethnic stereotypes by saying orange cats are dumb and is demanding a racial sensitivity training before she will return.
What?
Pam is a white person in a mostly minority staff, and no, she is not ginger / does not have red hair. TLDR, am I the asshole for enforcing an ethnic stereotype by joking that orange cats are often dumb?
They are, though.
They
They're the
are.
cutest thing. And tortoise shells, super clever.
So,
Like,
is this person the asshole for perpetuating ethnic stereotypes about jorts?
I mean, I don't think so, but I really want to learn more about Pam. Is
Uh,
she getting any actual work done?
I don't think so. And I'm fascinated to know what this work site is as well.
That's so funny.
I just imagine walking in and be like, "Oh, get the door stopped. That'll fix things." And her being like, "No, give the cat.
He needs to learn.
He needs to learn.
yeah.
The cat needs
The
to
cat
learn."
with the cup stuck on his head needs
Yeah,
to learn.
Just turn and jorts. It's just the ground. It's just a cup.
Poor George.
Little
I love
jorts. I love that it's Jean and jorts. That's already
incredible.
great. Because that just about brings us to the end of our final segment, and the end of this episode.
The end of episode 10.
I
end
could
of
have stayed here all
episode 10.
night.
know.
Did you guys have a nice time?
I had a ball.
Did.
I just felt like we were catching up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Shite.
it was perfect.
Guys, before we wrap up, I just want to ask, first of all, where can people find you? And do you have anything going on or anything to plug?
You can find me at Lolsy Byrne all over the place.
Or in your garden.
Or in my garden.
garden,
Yeah.
yeah.
With the strimmer.
And
George.
Ciara, how about yourself?
I'm on, I think, all of the platforms. Lots of different things on different platforms. So, like, mostly kind of fashiony bits, like YouTube and Instagram and things. I don't think I have anything exciting to plug other than me and Jeff. I was going to say he could call me, but he can just DM me.
Yeah, you can DM him.
I'm
He's
kidding.
already... He's got the contact details. He
is
has it.
happily married and was only lovely. So
It's
nothing
all nice and
untoward.
friendly and
if
platonic.
you
and...
edit down a promo, that's me, and it's like, and then it clips, and it's like that episode of The Simpsons with Willie and the clock changes to make him sound like a pervert. No,
His
he was
sweet
a
cat.
lovely man,
I would always
Yeah.
go, yeah.
lovely man.
And then I met Jeff Goldblum and ate shit from his eyes.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jeff.
Oh no, we've got all the
He
material.
was wearing only jorts. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and thank you very much to our wonderful guests today. Please subscribe, please like, please rate the podcast wherever you're watching or listening. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Here on the Try Channel, we upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Wednesdays new episodes of this lovely podcast, The Green Room. And that's it. I think that's everything. Take care. Goodbye. Meow. Wow, there we go. Yeah.